Welcome back to Spitballin Cards. In today's episode, you have one of the first 5-team episodes in a long time. So you have everybody here, which will be fun because we're discussing 2025 Topps Chrome, and we want to make sure we all have our opinions in there. We all agree it's terrible. I'm just kidding. It's actually a decent product in some ways and bad in other ways. So in this episode, you have me, Scott, we have Chris, we have Phil, we have Jeff, and we have Ty. Fellas, good to see you. We're going to discuss everything from rookies to parallel increases to cards we like and cards we don't like. With that being said, Phil, what are your thoughts on 2025 Topps Chrome?
So I made a mistake. One of my customers reached out to me last month in June, and he said, are the Jumbo Topps Chrome, are those packs going to be included in this month's high-end release? And I'm like, oh no, did I miss the pre-release? Turns out, yes. I've been neck down in a bunch of stuff, work, etc., personal stuff. And by about 10 days later is when I realized I missed the pre-release, which was Topps Chrome hobby boxes and jumbo boxes going up for sale for $200 and $400 on Topps website. And so $200 for hobby boxes. It had a lot of people on social media did not like that price. Facebook, Topps Twitter post, blowout forums, you name it. 95% of people reacting about the product pricing had an issue with it. Right. They said it was too much. I'm done. I can't take this anymore. It's not that much different from last year's prices, but the lineup this year or the checklist this year isn't nearly as good as last year, especially at time of release when you're really going to judge it if you're going to compare it with last year's release prices. And also, just like they did with the flagship products releasing recently, they cut the number of cards in Topps Chrome. So now it's going to be 20 packs with 4 cards each. So 80 total cards. Last year was 96. And they did something sneaky with jumbos. Previously, it was 12 packs with 13 cards each. Now it's 11 packs. 11 packs in a jumbo box with 12 cards each.
How do you make that fit in a box? Normal. Weird.
Yeah. So doing a little bit of a shrinkflation there. And of course, a few years ago, they cut the number of autos with each of those products. It used to be 5 autos guaranteed in a jumbo. At one point, it was actually rookie autos guaranteed. The vet checklist is okay. I'm sure either Ty or Chris will talk about that for this go around. But now looks like on the secondary market, the hobby boxes, which I had thought $200 was a steal. I would have bought at least 3 cases at $200. Not because it's a good value prop. The value prop sucks. It's always sucked. But because there's a number of breakers, all the people complaining, you're not customers anyways. Like you wouldn't have bought it if it was 150. You would have said it was too expensive. And if you bought one, you would have bought like into a break and maybe one team. Like, sorry, you're not very significant in the scheme of things. Clearly, because prices are now at $300 effing dollars, and it's going to cost me multiple thousands of dollars to now buy this product at $300, a hobby box. Basically, the same price as what 2024 would cost, which has probably been like 50 to 75% ripped by now, with a much better checklist, with more cards. 2024, you can get on eBay for like 320, 330, maybe a little less than 300. I've gotten lucky in some auctions. So I'm going to have to pay those prices just to get this product to my customers. So hopefully I make some money off some of these stable coins this week to offset this. And if I lose my shirt, I'm going to blame it on Topps Chrome again because I took excessive risk and I shouldn't have. But checklist, talked about that a little bit. So we've got James Wood. He's the highlight. Basically, look at the checklists of Series 1 and Series 2. I didn't see anybody added. Matt Shaw's on the base checklist. He was a short print in Series 2, right? Same goes for one other guy, Christian Campbell. Is he even with the team anymore? Clearly can tell.
Triple A, yeah.
Yeah, he sucks.
Isn't that your favorite team?
Don't worry about it, bro.
Didn't you get signed to a big extension and then stuck?
Don't worry about it, bro.
It's been a busy month, as I said. So Nick Kurtz is not on the checklist, even though he debuted with the team.
That's
and
crazy.
I forget if he was was not a short print actually with Series 2. And I didn't see Cam Smith on there. Was he in Series 2 as a short print, but not in Topps Chrome?
Yeah, correct. Cam Smith in short print.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not. He's an autograph in Topps Chrome, but no base card.
Okay. I was on.
So I don't count. I count him as a Topps Chrome.
Right.
So got it. Okay, so Roki Sasaki, James Wood, Dylan Cruz, and of course the guy from Oakland, Mr. Irrelevant in 3 years, but really hot right now. What's that shortstop's name?
Don't
Jacobs.
tell
Anyway,
people that. They're going to get mad at you.
Jacob
Yeah,
Wilson, buddy.
Well, he's overshadowing Nick Kurtz, so maybe Nick Kurtz is mad at
Okay.
him.
Phil, you got to be
Ty-
careful. You're going to get a dinosaur nickname. You keep this
Is
up.
a Ty is Raptor. What is Phil?
He's
Oh,
Velociraptor.
wow.
Yeah, I feel like we need to put some sort of flame emoji around
love
Phil
it.
right now. He is absolutely, he's cooking.
Philoceratops.
There you go.
Philegosaurus.
Wow. Phil
Go ahead.
Ceratops.
I don't know. Like, part of me is like, hey, if you're buying this to try to flip and paying the $290 price point that it's at today, we're recording this on July 21st, then there's really little chance for short-term upside for this to get more expensive. But maybe some of this is, well, the hobby's growing, as Ty would say. There's more people into breaking. There's more breakers that are in line to buy this product. But also maybe the chase for the gold logo man cards, maybe that is the fuel behind some of this fire. Dude, it's going to be such an important card, Scott. Imagine what these gold logo men look like. Oh.
What do we think of the gold logo man cards? They wear those gold logo man jerseys the entire year. It's
I
not
don't
like a
care what
rookie
they think.
debut. I don't view it remotely the same. Do you guys?
I like it. For some reason, I like it more than Logo Man cards.
That's because they're unique, and that's your beef with logo man.
Because I see it on Scooble's back every time I watch him
There
pitch.
you go.
By the way, stop putting him on non-MLB TV episodes and making me pay for extra things other than my MLB subscription. Anyway, go ahead.
Why does it look like a Panini card?
I don't think it looks like a Panini card.
There's hiding the logos, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it does look like an unlicensed card.
That's
the
what
way
I mean.
they've done it.
Unlicensed.
That's true. Yeah, it's a little weird.
You can see the P on his head. I like back
Yeah.
of jersey cards. I like
that.
that.
I mean, I know why they did that. The picture, like, it makes sense. You can see.
Oh,
it.
that's cool. Oh, they're showing the logo, man.
Showing the logo, man.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I don't have
And
any.
Candace needs this, so
There's a 1 in a bazillion chance you could hit this, so definitely pay double what you would have paid for the hobby box otherwise to try.
Strong words
That
from
checks
Ginter
out.
Gold Fever, by the way. Look at that. That's a perfect baseball card. Strong words.
Yeah.
It's
Quality
a cool
comments.
card.
These things are moving the needle. Topps is going to continue to do more and more chases like this, and it is moving the needle far more than the absurd and illogical bounties that we've seen put out.
Yeah.
Actually inserting huge chases like this that you could hit yourself. I had so many people who are like casual to moderate card collectors, card people, text me last year about wanting to get a box of Topps Chrome Update to chase debut patch autos, and like wondering what the odds are and how many are out there and things like. I mean, I'm talking like friends I used to work with, like in banking back in the day, like just people who were like, "Oh, I heard about these," because they saw the schemes and they're like, "These are pretty sick. What should I, should I try it?" And I'm like, "You're not going to get one, but go ahead if you want to."
Yeah, it was exciting. Jeff and I even bought, our birthdays are in December. So we actually bought a hobby box. We paid, I'll just put this out there. It's embarrassing. $400 in US American currency for a hobby box that we ripped around our birthdays.
That's a good
got
deal.
annihilated. I think we pulled a Skeens refractor, which we then sold for like $30. So
Yeah.
kind of brutal.
Could have gone to a
Did you
nice
guys-
steak dinner.
Could have. You're damn right. Well, a steak for me, it's a Brussels sprouts for Jeff.
Sure.
But yeah.
Speaking of Jeff, he hasn't spoken once this whole episode. Jeff, how are you?
I'm good. It's fun to see everybody here. It was fun to listen to Phil. I kind of got lost in that rant, Phil. Did you even mention the increase in the checklist? I can't. Up from
I don't think we got there, no.
200, which means you need even more of these miniature boxes to complete the set if you want to, and it makes the likelihood of pulling a decent card that much rarer. Before we get to Ty, who I know has good information about autos, I just wanted to say that I looked at the parallel list from 2013 in Topps Chrome, and they had 10 parallels for base cards. Anybody want to guess what they have in this year's Fine Edition?
46.
It was like 31 last year, so they must have gone up. 35?
All right. Ty must have looked. It's either 45 or 46, depending if you're counting the Superfractor or not. But
Or if you're counting the Murakamis, which I think there's,
I actually think they're kind of cool looking, but
they have base variations for all of them. So we're looking at about 45, 46. Yeah. And in addition, the number of autos has went up from 2013. There were 39 auto subjects. This year there's 166. So the odds of pulling maybe the 10 you'd want to pull.
I don't think there's even 10, but
maybe the
Yeah,
5.
And the veterans aren't inserted at the same rate usually. So
Absolutely not.
just because you see like, oh, well, I'd rather get like a Ken Griffey Jr. than like this schmuck. It's like, they're not going to make Ken Griffey Jr. sign 4,500 times. The other guy will sign at least 7,500 times.
And he'll sign 75. Right. So,
and not all rookies are created equal either. So the best rookies usually don't sign as many base cards as the worst rookies. So if you get some random
paid more.
through a third of an inning and end of 2024 hasn't pitched since, there's probably 3 or 4 of those guys. If we look,
it would be great if we actually were able to give somebody the truth serum at Topps and they told us exactly how many autographs each of these subjects signed in this product. That would be, I think that would scare everybody away.
We don't even need it. You can just assume, like for everybody listening, it is a fact that as far as the base autos go in any product, Panini, Topps, Upper Deck, I don't care what the manufacturer is, Leaf, the worst players sign the most because they get paid the least. They get paid like 5 or 10 or 15 bucks an auto. The best ones get paid much more than that. And Topps has been shelling out, from what I understand, big money for the top players so that they will actually sign their stupid autos and not have redemptions. So they're trying to drive the redemptions down, but they're getting these 18 to 22, 23-year-old prima donnas to want to actually take the time to sign their autograph over and over again and to do it with care and to not chuck the card across the table and all this stuff. It's like it's a huge undertaking. Like it's not an easy thing. If you were to really put yourself, everybody gets so upset about it. And I understand it from a consumer perspective. It drives me crazy getting a really damaged card or a bad auto. And I've ranted against it, or redemption. The fact that they've made improvements and so many people just continue to disparage them on that fact is interesting to me. It's really tough. I think it's really tough when you have all these, athletes who want it. And then people will rant about print runs. And it's like, well, what do you want? You want the boxes to be $100 a box and for there not to be too many of these. It's a supply and demand issue, like across the board. So if they're going to change the product and stop doing guaranteed autos, then there's going to be fewer autos. There's going to be fewer athletes. Like you got to like pick your poison. There's only so many levers that the manufacturer can pull.
Yeah.
I know everybody's going to come back and say, it's just greed. Well, I guess, sure. Like, yeah, they definitely want to make money on.
I mean, if they wanted to pull a lever, they could restrict how many boxes they give to breakers. That's that's the biggest thing. I know like breakers might be able to buy them on the secondary market regardless. So that's the problem. But I mean, if there weren't breakers,
they have choked the supply and the margin to breakers. And they've removed most distributors other than the biggest ones. Like, so they're doing a lot of things. They could have just released the hobby boxes at $300 a box, apparently, on their website, and people would have
next year they probably will.
And then that probably would have meant that they release on the secondary market at $400. Like, it's just this dynamic that exists. Like, no matter what, if you miss the first window to get them at the lowest price, then on the secondary market, they just go up to another price. Anyway, I'm not like saying this just to be like, I know there's going to be comments. Oh, it's because you work for Jeff Wilson and he's a Fanatics fanboy or whatever. It's just a matter of business. Like at the end of the day, it really.
We get it. Like we want the boxes to be $100, Ty, with a guaranteed $200 of value inside. But that doesn't make any sense. Like we know that that's unrealistic. Yeah, I think we do. Most of us do.
As much as Topps Chrome sucks too. Like how many times on Blabbing About Slabbing have you guys talked about the hierarchy of Topps Chrome cards and which ones you want and which ones you don't want? The ones you want, you're not going to get if you open a box of Topps Chrome. But theoretically, those cards are in Topps Chrome. And of the 50 or so releases that Topps puts out per year for baseball, based on the lukewarm response of Bowman Draft last year, I think that definitively Topps Chrome is the most important product for baseball. So if you're going to buy one based on the most popular set, the most coveted set, the set that might go up in value if you're speculating, I don't know. It would have been Topps Chrome for $200, even though the checklist kind of sucks. It still would have been Topps Chrome. It's going to be the biggest release of the year. It's just what it is. And Topps Chrome update, I guess, with the debut patches, they're trying to make that one sell for more, so that might rival it, I guess. But if they add some stuff like the gold logo man to Topps Chrome and they continue to add stuff to it, and of course you got the MVP buyback that a lot of people love, it's going to sell itself. So, and that's why I'm kicking myself at not buying for $200, even though the value prop sucked. The product in sealed form is worth more than $200, and I knew that right away.
100%.
Yeah, agreed.
This was from Max Arterburn on X, I guess. How bad is the Topps Chrome bloodbath? I'm a masochist, so I did a little breakdown. of the 166 rookie autos, 47 relief pitchers and 96 total pitchers, 55 of them who are currently age 27 or older. All but Grant Holmes, fairly irrelevant, and he's probably on his way to that.
With hair like that dude will always be relevant.
Grant Holmes collects, I think, so maybe he actually might watch this. Grant Holmes, we love you.
Every time I ever say anything about any player, it's no offense to the player. I might even like the player. It's what the hobby thinks.
If you were a Tiger, Ty would be buying all your cards and saying
I probably still will. Mr. Holmes, please come to Cards HQ and say hello. 83 players who are 26 and older. So more than half of the checklist is 26 and older. 43 players with very limited MLB experience. Those are always my favorites. The ones who come up and play like 4 innings and you never see them
in
again.
September, right?
Yeah. And then 74 players with limited 30 games for position. I'm like, POS, what? 24 RP, 10 for SP. So the TLDR here is you're probably going to get a pitcher and they're probably going to be old, and that's going to be your hit. And the odds are, it's not just like 96 out of 166 are pitchers. It's probably like 81% of all the autos are pitchers, like even more disproportionately in that favor. So painful if that's your auto coming out of the box, and it, will net you $5 on eBay after the fact.
Right. I wanted to give an example real quick. Hold on. Let me grab it. Not that. I looked this up. I am a pretty insane Braves fan, as everyone here knows. And if you're watching this video, you probably can grasp that. This is one of the rookie autos that's in 2025 Topps Chrome. This gentleman's name is Parker Dunshee. I would estimate, Jeff, let me know if you think this number is accurate. I watched like 91 to 92% of Braves games last year. I caught at least a few innings of approximately that number. I've never heard of this person. Like, never seen him.
Stats?
Yes. So this is the amazing thing. Hold on. Let me. Yeah. So it's right here. If we just flip his card over.
It's on there.
It's on the card.
Yeah. Yes.
2024 Braves. He played in one game. He threw 2.1 innings. He gave up 5 runs.
Jeez.
Look at that ERA.
His WAR was negative 0.1, which is pretty
one
funny.
game.
That's got to be like close to a record for the highest ERA of any player who may never.
Yeah, who has a card?
And he's 30 years old.
I mean, look at those.
He was also
stats.
born in 1995.
He had a season-long ERA of 9.22 in 31 games.
Some crazier Braves fan will still pay like $68 for that superfractor whenever it hits eBay.
Yeah, his rookie debut patch autograph is easy $5,000.
And it looks like he's 30 years old.
Yes, correct. He is 30 years old. Yeah. And I can't imagine. Although with the state of the Braves pitching, he may be back up some point this year. I don't know. But yeah, that's just something to potentially get excited about there.
That's your hit.
Yeah, here's a positive spin. I think
he's on the Nationals now, by the way.
Well, there we go. So he's got maybe a better chance of getting some work in this year. I don't know.
So here's a positive spin. I think the inserts look pretty good in Topps Chrome this year. I don't mind them. So here is the power players. I think that's a good looking card, really Topps Finesty, which I'm a big fan of. That in parallels could look really cool. Other than that, they always have, what year is this? 1990.
Oh, what's that one on the left of Judge? That's kind of
this was introduced in the Japanese series. They had like the faces in Japan or whatever, but it looks like that's going to be the World Series at Night insert. Are you guys a fan of those or not a fan?
Is that a map?
Yeah, it's the map of the city.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard those are limited to 150 print run, which makes it more interesting.
I like that.
But yeah, so for what I've seen, though, I think the cards look really good.
Did you see there's home field advantage now?
That's
Chrome?
good. That's smart.
Yeah.
And they're
Except
super
for the
short.
people that collected the flagship version, there might be some cannibalization.
Is it smart? I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
But I guess I like the idea as a guy that doesn't have too many of the flagship ones right now.
I'm going to share a couple more that look pretty cool.
Yeah,
so this is the home field advantage. But by the way, like 10 times out of 10, if you hold up a home field advantage compared to a downtown and ask me just which one looks better, I think home field advantages always look better than downtowns.
Really?
Yeah, way better. I think they should have just made these like far more limited, like Helix style from the get-go within Topps paper.
Might be a hot take. I don't like the Helix cards very much.
No, that's not a hot take. I mean, a lot of people don't. This looks pretty cool too, in my opinion. But again, it's like, how many times can you like blend oil and colors in a room?
Yeah, I don't know. I got excited because I thought it was an Expos subset.
Expose.
Not. So
yeah. I also get a little weirded out by inserts. Every manufacturer does this too, but where they like just like pick a word that sounds fancy or something and put it on a card, and you're like, what is this? Why is this expose? What does this mean? You know, expose. Okay, the background doesn't.
Maybe they're a big fan of the
Panini is notorious for this, for doing stuff like that, just having like a random name on an insert. And then
can I just say one thing real quick? I just realized I was scrolling through the same thing as you. Topps absolutely nuked the buyback program this year. I wonder if that was the reason behind increasing the checklist. Well, think about it. There's 300 cards. If the buyback program exists, they give you less cards per box, and they increase the print runs to 300 cards.
No, they love the buyback program. I don't
like it, but I'm just saying they aren't paying out nearly as much as they would have.
Yeah, they just don't like to pay out the money.
Yeah, but that was a very, as somebody who, and I don't think this was confidential, as somebody who went to the industry conference this year, they loved that program. They love it. They continue to love it. It was actually a very good, like, it's like basically like stimulus money back into their pockets. It's paid dividends for them. It's like good marketing money. Good money.
Yeah,
is Cal Raleigh even on the checklist?
No, he is not.
My argument, though, on the buyback stuff is they may love it, but it's worse for the consumer by far this year than ever, which is bad for the consumer. Since this is a review, they should know about that.
Yeah.
You don't have nearly as much opportunity to make money back.
Yeah, Jeff, I assume Cal Raleigh, now he has to, I'm sure they're already making sure he's on the update base checklist, just in case.
Or maybe they could give it to the number 2 guy, so they don't hose people that bought this product as much.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe it's a trade in his like Cal Raleigh's finest card or something.
Yeah.
Any Cal Raleigh card.
They'll just do it as a Topps Now.
Please.
If you buy a Topps Now and you hit one of the Chrome Topps Now Cal Raleighs out of Topps Now, then you get a buyback.
Stop trying to trigger me by saying Topps Now.
Okay, speaking of Topps Now,
I know
they're pretty big in basketball cards. People are paying big money, like that Stephen Curry. That one went for a lot of money. The 1/1, the USA card. Is that going to be a thing? And when Topps gets basketball rights, are they going to be like the go-to card?
Wait, hold on. Sorry. There's no Pete Crow Armstrong. I didn't even hear what you said.
There's
no Raleigh and no Pete Crow Armstrong.
Wow.
Ooh, how did what did you just ask, Scott?
So Topps Now seems big in other sports. Basketball in particular, Topps Now feels like it has a really big premium. Like the USA Steph Curry 1/1.
It was just the Olympic stuff.
I think there's a lot more gambling degenerates in the basketball card.
But I'm saying, like, is that going to translate? Is that going to be the main thing in basketball? They're going to make, I don't know. Because baseball doesn't feel like it's caught on really at all yet.
No.
They still, the Ohtani Tops now, they sold a ton of those.
That's true.
So.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Big name
I don't
players.
think the hobby as a whole is ready for Topps Chrome basketball this year and how insane it's going to be. That's my prediction. I think it's going to be
licensed. Yeah,
it's going to be licensed and juiced. There's going to be some serious stuff coming out of it, and I think they're just
$1,000 a box.
Easy.
A lot of
honestly, it would not surprise me. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, let's get
money
back
being
on
made
track.
for collectors on that. That open the product.
Right.
Let's get back to Topps Chrome baseball.
Back to Topps Chrome baseball. All right. So I want to talk about this for a minute, and I'm sick of hearing about Topps Now, and I'm definitely sick of hearing about basketball. So they blew up the image variation checklist, which I actually like. I realize I tend to complain a lot.
10 cards is blowing it up.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me get back to where we were. Those are the SSPs. We can talk about those first. My only complaint is they're a little rookie heavy. Like, did we need a Kevin Alcantara, like Topps Chrome SSP, or Brooks Lee or Dylan Cruz?
No,
Probably not.
I don't even know who Kevin Alcantara is.
Yeah, Jeff had to tell me what team he was on, even though I was staring at the checklist. I am excited to see what this Acuna card looks like. Our Shelly the Turtle has teased me that maybe they're just a year late with the shot of him holding up second base, but we'll see. We shall see. But I do like that Jacob Wilson and James Wood are on this.
Shame there's no Bobby Witt and a couple of the other popular faces of baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to hope that one of these rookies will really take off.
Kobe Mayo.
It didn't happen, but the James Wood card will hopefully be good. But one thing they did do is up here last year, there were 20 image variations that had like these speckle parallels. This year, there are 50. So if you PC someone or you have a guy that you really like, odds are he's got one of these. And Ty, if you didn't see this, Scooble is on the checklist.
Tickle.
that is his first, Topps Chrome image variation.
Scooble Sparkle. Sparkle
Yep.
Scooble.
Excited about that.
Yeah, me too. And Connor Norby also has one on here for you Marlins fans who are really looking for more Norby in your collections.
Did you notice the pack odds on those SSPs, Chris?
I did not, but I assume they are absolutely outrageous. What are they?
1 in 8,451 hobby packs. So that's
Okay. Good.
I mean, for the secondary
Fancy.
market, that's good to have a limited release like that and have those be big hits.
Yeah, usually they're the print run's about 100 because they tend to line up with the they were lining up with the print with the pack odds for like the orange speckles of the SPs. So we'll see if that happens again. It shouldn't because the print runs there's more SPs now. But yeah, I think it's usually been around 100. But I'm excited to see what these 50 cards look like, if they went with any kind of theme or, God, Jeff, if I see one of these guys at the MLB gala wearing
a full red carpet run, 50 red carpet.
Red carpet and podium.
Oh, just going to lose my shit. But, sometimes maybe that's for the best.
So now that Scooble's on here, it's probably going to be him flying through the air in a chair for no reason, like every other Tigers Golden Mirror for the last 2 years. Chris and I lament this on the side, but for some reason, Topps has made it their mission to put every Golden Mirror Tigers player like the worst possible or nonsensical photo. So
yeah, they might have it in for the Tigers. I don't know.
They do.
But yeah, I'm wondering, I guess this would be a great way to find out if there is some sort of cross-checking between like all these, there's so many image variations now in Chrome. Is there someone making sure they don't double up on the Golden Mirror images? Or is there a chance we get the exact same picture somewhere on both of these sets? Hopefully not. There's enough people working at Topps. They can do this. They can make sure a simple Excel spreadsheet or Google Doc would for sure solve this problem. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
So you said this to me, Chris, earlier, but this is probably his short print. To give you an idea of what the short prints might look like, here's the superfractor of Chris. You sent me this week. It's sold, but I mean, this is a pretty decent photo. So if all the short prints look like this, that's cool. And I think the design looks nice. I have no idea. It looks like a check. Is he holding a giant
podium?
Check?
Holding a fold-up podium.
Right. Yeah, I mean, a couple of these have surfaced. Hold on. Let me just grab this real quick.
It's $750.
What'd you say?
$750 is what it sold for.
Oh, that's what it sold for?
Yeah. Pretty good price.
Okay, this is the Ohtani SSP. And if you're ripping this stuff at home, the code on the back for the SSPs is 576. That's the Ohtani.
I like this. I know people were crapping on it on Instagram, but I kind of like this. It shows a little personality. I love that he's got his hat on backwards. Usually we see him, he's pretty buttoned up. I mean, we saw him joking with some players at the All-Star game, which was cool. So I kind of like it.
I don't like it. It looks like a pajama unlicensed card to me.
I feel similarly.
Yeah, but you got an MLB logo, so.
Yeah, there's a
sort
little
of
on that.
I
mean, I just feel like this makes me. I don't know. Are we not going to get any sort of like celebratory Dodger like World Series cards?
That's what I was going to say. Is I'm like, as an owner of one of the Golden Mirrors from Series 2, where he's holding the World Series trophy, I'm glad to see this because this card would have been similar, would have crushed that card. So I'm happy. Yep. I'm content.
Yes, exactly. So give it some variety.
Something about the World Series, though. I mean, the worst case scenario, like Scott said, they use the exact same image, which would be just killer and send us into a rage. But like some kind of World Series moment, even if he's like standing for the anthem in Yankee Stadium, like something about October, here we get his like his New Balance legs, which are could be a problem.
New Balance shoes in here.
New Balance is more on this card than Dodgers. That's kind of ties beef right there. But I will also say the Dodgers World Series cards kind of suck. The Topps Chrome inserts, aren't those in this set?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Are they in here?
You know what I'm talking about, Jeff?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I saw somebody talking about them.
They suck.
While Scott's pulling those up, Phil, any thoughts on Ohtani's lower body here?
Oh, let me zoom in. I gotta zoom in more.
I take your time.
Much superior to mine. Do you like it?
Oh, I don't hate it at all.
No. Okay. Yeah,
he gets a lot of leverage.
He does. All right, we'll see what Scott finds.
By the way, while Scott's looking that up, I do have to say it was a Brewer fan's best series this weekend in Dodger Stadium. Seeing Ohtani hit 2 bombs and Brewers winning both games, that was fun.
Man, Topps posts a lot on their X account. That's for sure.
All right, hold on. While Scott's pulling that up, this is the Acuna. I believe if I'm reading the back number correctly, this is the SP for Acuna. So if this is a picture from last year, they were sadly quite limited in what their options were to choose from. I don't hate it. And if you're ripping at home, the SPs you're looking for 426 are the codes on the bottom back, and obviously anything with speckles is a SP parallel.
If you take put that back up, you take the bat out of his hand.
Oh boy, here we go.
It looks like he could just be saying like, "Girl, I said whole milk." Like the look on his face is just.
I like his accent too.
Yeah,
there's kind of an eye roll look to it
I
there.
don't believe you. That's what I see. Just cover with your hand the bat, and it's like,
Whole milk though?
Yeah.
Do many adults drink that?
Yeah.
Do they? I don't know.
That's just a look that's like,
Yeah.
not a bit.
I don't mind this.
I don't
This
think
seems
that
like
look should
this
be
and
on
the
a baseball
Otani should
card.
be in the same series though, if they're doing like warm-up shots.
Yeah, so that's
Otani's
the
not in
SP,
Right.
and that's confusing compared to the SSP Otani.
Agreed.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, they did that last year a little bit with
Oh.
like when Otani's SSP was like jogging out in Korea, and then Betts's SP was the exact same shot. Like,
What better way to celebrate winning the licenses? I was trying to put us all back from football and basketball than by putting out cards that are licensed but look unlicensed.
What is this?
okay, what do we got here?
This is what
These are lame.
That looks
these are
like a
like
shot
the-
from a New Balance commercial.
This feels like a
These are the
Rorschach
Dodgers.
test.
Yeah, these are like the Dodgers. I don't know if every player I know, Mookie, Freddie, Yamamoto, Otani, all have these, but these are like the Dodgers World Series
what's that
cards.
background though.
Very lame, very underwhelming.
Traffic cones,
These are their,
candy corn. I think Scott would like this. It's like a candy corn Halloween theme on there.
if you put candy corn on that card, I'm buying.
Jeff, for a mid-range product, you get mid-range inserts. You want to get the nice inserts? Buy some diamond icons, buddy.
All right, I see. That's the way it goes.
I look at those veneers on that Freeman card.
what
I
you
mean,
pay for.
legitimately, I had to take a step back. Like the shine was so strong.
Should come with a
Hey, by
warning.
the way, were you freaking out when Freddie got hit in the wrist yesterday? Did you see it live?
I was at Jeff was at the game, and I was actually at our neighbor's house, like taking care of their dog while they were away. I just went to go check on him for like 10 minutes, and Jeff's like, "Oh my God, Freeman just got hurt."
Yeah, and at the stadium, we didn't know what happened because all of a sudden he just started walking towards the dugout, and the whole crowd was silent, and nobody knew what happened. It looked like he swung, and it looked like it hit the bat at first.
Yeah, it hit the back wrist, and
Got
then
him,
he
like
was in pain and just left.
yeah,
And so
Yeah,
that's never a
like,
good
Freeman
sign.
to just walk off the field is
Yeah.
not a good sign. Like that means like he's basically like in cardiac arrest or something for him to just walk away.
And he admits that. So I thought he broke it, but X-rays are negative, which is good.
Yeah. I think he thought he had broken it as well. Which I mean, the Dodgers just can't seem to get going with all that talent. Watch the Brewers just everything fundamentally correct. Like it's impressive to watch that team like outplay the Dodgers.
mostly. They almost blew it with that play where Vaughn dropped it at first.
Oh, that was hilarious. I enjoyed that. That was like a
So-
rec league softball play at first base
Yes.
right there.
What do you guys think of?
Ortiz.
What do you guys think of these new inserts? Well, not inserts. These are technically a parallel, but it's the Murakami. What do you think of that? Out of 3, what does that
I
do
go
for you?
Great.
Famous Japanese artist.
Okay.
Designed the borders. Nothing.
I think I
Why-
see this card, and you could have told me this was like famous Japanese artist or 5th grader who won a award contest and designed the border, and it's the same. Like, there's nothing complex about that. It's a bunch of smiling flowers. Does it look Japanese? Yeah, it does. It
I
does.
like the small print run.
It looks it looks Japanese. It's
Do you like
it's like
these or
modern,
frozen fractors better?
like modern art.
These.
I like these better.
Yeah, I like.
'Cause I
this
think
better than
frozen fractors are they still around? Were they on the checklist?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
I just hope if they are
I
back,
think
hope
they're
they
back,
adjusted
but they changed the numbering.
They're back.
Hopefully they adjusted the design. The design had a little uncomfortable vibe to it. Put it that way.
Spitballin cards logo vibe.
Kind of. Yeah.
For frozen fractors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We just
can't-
talked about
Spitball and AI intro music vibe.
Yeah. You know, it had an adult vibe to it. We'll leave it at that.
So this is funny. Topps is like, we got to make sure we keep things simple. We have a straightforward checklist. So we're going to keep only the greens and the golds and the reds. And then they have 4 to 5 versions of each of them. So
That's how you keep it simple.
all the same colors, all the same numbering, but all the blues have 3 blues, 4 greens, 4 golds, 4 oranges, 3 blacks, 4 reds. I don't know.
Yep.
Not a
And so
fan.
you get to 45.
It's the Breakers Delight boxes. You've got to give them something to chase. And
Oh yeah, I didn't even show those the geometric inserts.
yeah, oh yeah, they're separate ones we didn't even talk about. But
Yeah.
that allows them to keep the base print runs lower because you're doing these Breaker Delight boxes with no base cards. So you're keeping it nice and simple, fewer base cards, making a lot more money out of it though, because you're selling more products and more boxes with less cards, and really doing the opposite of simplifying the singles landscape by making it very difficult for Ty.
Wave, lava.
Yeah. Just remember that not all golds are the same. Not all golds are created equal.
Chase the rainbow, baby.
Oof.
Is that all the same card, Ty?
It is not, but it's a lot of Flaherty's. I'll tell you that much. From
Jack
last year.
Flaherty.
From last year.
All right.
Ty's 401k is just a bunch of Jack Flaherty's.
Poor
Would
kids.
it matter if the base print run of this set was like 1,000? Well, 1,000 is a little extreme, but if it was 5,000, 50,000, 100,000, or 200,000, there's so many other alternatives where the base cards, people just assume they're worth nothing,
Yeah, there.
right?
Yeah.
So they could play all sorts of tricks with base print runs, and it wouldn't really matter for the value of that or the desirability of that base card rookie.
True.
There'd still be a lot of people that would
Buyback.
collect it and do the whole set building thing. Probably not for Topps Chrome. It's more like Heritage and Flagship, but maybe for Chrome too.
Especially at 300 people in the set. That's a big checklist to collect the set. MVP buybacks would matter with the print run, but one card.
All right.
I know Victor, the
Wrap it
rookie card expert, did not like that comment, Phil.
Oh,
Base cards
sorry.
matter.
Yeah, because the parallels aren't considered true rookies. So Ty, we've got some information you do, I think, on the print run increase estimates versus the year prior. I think they played some games like they did with Bowman this year. You don't have any information?
No.
Okay, I think
No,
more or
no.
less what happened was print runs are close to the same on base cards versus
Oh,
last year.
yeah.
It's
do
harder
have
to hit certain
information.
stuff in certain products because there was a movement of a lot of the desirable or lower numbered parallels from retail into hobby. So if you just looked at like the blaster odds or mega odds from this year versus last year, things would look like, oh, they increased the base print run a lot. No. They just took a lot of the good parallels out of retail, brought them to hobby. That's the
Pack
way-
odds
same thing
are
with
about
25.
the same as last year for hobby, if not slightly improved on a lot of
Mm-hmm.
parallels. They are much worse for retail, like much worse. And also to the point that you brought up, though, Phil, about the number. These are odds per pack when you look at them, and there are fewer packs in a hobby box. So the shrinkflation makes it actually a worse proposition per hobby box, but retail's what really got crushed for a lot of the like stuff that people know. So you are like making the same assumption my wife does that things we talked about more than a week ago I would remember, and it just doesn't work these days. I'm almost 40.
All right. So, final vote. Where would we rate this set without seeing it in hand, without opening it, on a scale of 1 to 10? What do we think? Everybody share it. 1 being terrible, 10 being good.
To rip it or like to collect it?
Yeah, like do we want like in terms of
Give
what?
it a grade. Just like you watch a movie and you give it a grade, give it a grade. Whatever you want to quantify that as.
All right.
Okay.
This is our version of Rotten Tomatoes.
Letter
Okay.
grade?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, you said letter grade.
Oh, okay.
I was
1
waiting
through
for
10.
I was waiting for a letter grade.
I'm being too mean. I'm going to agree with Jeff. I'm calling it a 6.
Oh, 1 to 10?
Yeah.
They always be 5. What? Okay. This is like cardboard consensus modified. All right, I'm gonna do a 6. I'm gonna do 7. I'll do a 7.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So on average, we're an above average product. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
I just hate the price point, but otherwise,
Ripping at this price point, I'd give it a 1.
Price point's hard, more parallels, harder to hit
But
stuff.
Like
Buyback
Phil said,
programs
there's going to be
worse.
some good singles in here.
Yeah. I hate that I want to give it a 7 or 8. But I guess the checklist brings it down a little bit, and it was always a bad product to rip.
I really like this year's design. Like it's
Yeah.
the top design, but I'm a big fan of this year and last year's designs. So in that regard, I really like it. It's just tough odds.
Like last year's rookie class was
Phil gives
deeper,
but
like I was gonna say James Wood could be better than any rookie from last year, right? There's just one of him, but I think he has a really good potential to be better than all the Jacksons and Ellie and whoever else was in last year.
As soon as we made that public episode about him, I think he's been slumping pretty bad, right, Scott?
I say good things about anybody. It's almost certainly a death knell, but I still like him.
Might be another buying opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the
product.
things. Phil gave the
product pricing still went up, even with the slump. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, Phil gave this one an 8, but once he sells all of his packs through his explosion box, it'll be a 4. So just be aware of that.
Speaking of promotions, Chris, do you want to bring up that flyer real quick? So the Spitballin team is actually hosting a little meetup for those of you guys that are going to be in Chicago next week for the National. Friday night, August 1st, 8 p.m. at the Lowe's Hotel, which is probably a 5 to 7 minute walk at most from the convention center. We're hosting a little get together, informal, have some drinks if you want, have some Coke or Pepsi if you'd like, get some food if you'd like. Really informal. We don't have the place rented, but we've done this at the last, I want to say 3 Chicago Nationals. We've done something similar. Not these guys, but I've been involved. And I know Scott's been to at least one of them as well. And it's just fun. Talk to like-minded collectors. 3. Bring your cart. Yeah. Bring your collectors if you'd like. That's right. Ty was there. I know I tried to give him a fat tire. He said, I hate this beer. And I said, okay, well, now I know that about you.
You gave me a Hawk Tua card and I just left.
Yeah. and if you're worried about getting too far away from the trade night action, by the way, you can bring your cards if you want. Chris might steal them though. There will be probably a big trade night in the lobby. So, but it's somewhat segregated from that. So you're a little bit isolated from the noise. You can talk, have conversation. There'll be a lot of YouTube folks there. Neo, Cars and Comics, Spinatron. Maybe it doesn't want me to say that. I'll edit that out if I remember. And then a lot of other social media influencers and content creators.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Let us know in the comments down below if you're excited about Topps Chrome, if you're worried, not worried, and we'll see you in the next video.